Hey guys, welcome to the 2019 Javelin 100 race briefing video brought to you by
Hoka One One.
Welcome to the 2019 race. All right. I am Jamil Curry.
And I'm Jubilee Page. I'm your race director.
And I am your Aravaipa guy. And we're here to welcome you guys officially to the 2019 Javelin 100. We're going to have a ton of fun this week. And this video is just a supplement to the participant guide, which is available online. Please download it, read it, view it, print it, or don't print it.
Digest it, really.
Yeah, please check it out. It has all the important race day information to make your Javelin 100 successful this year. We put a lot of time and energy into it, and we'd appreciate you checking it out, as it will help to have a successful event for you and your crew. This video, as I said, is a supplement. We're gonna go through some housekeeping things, some fun things, and we're really just looking forward to seeing you guys, and we wanted to just preface it with a hearty welcome. We first want to thank all of our race sponsors. This race really would not be possible at the scale that it is without these sponsors. They are putting a lot of time and money and energy into this event, and we are really excited to have all of them on board. Our first one, of course, our presenting sponsor, Hoka One One. They're coming out in full force again this year. They've got elite athletes coming out, not only to race, but to participate in all of the shenanigans. And they have such a great presence for this event and such a great amount of energy. So please check them out. Check them out at the expo, all their activities, and on site as well. They're going to have an amazing activation.
They're going to have Hoka Lounge, so definitely go through the Hoka Lounge and check them out.
I have a feeling if you're running 100 miles, at some point you're going to want to lounge.
Totally want.
Just a guess on that one. Rabbit is back again this year. They are coming at you with your participant shirts. Very excited to have them back. They've got some of the comfiest gear in the game right now.
Totally.
And they are, check them out as well. I know they're going to be at the expo with all kinds of great products as well as I know they have some of their team out here running as well. So, Goo, this is new this year. They were here. They had some product last year, but
we had product last year, and this year they are bringing a full force team to activate on site and at the expo. And you guys, they've got some treats for you. So we're really, really stoked to partner with Goo this year.
They've got a lot of fun activations going on as well. I think not only before, but during the race. So if you're a crew, check them out. They've got lots of fun going on at all times. And there are going to be real Javelin 100 tattoos.
Yes.
Do you have any details on that one?
We've got Paul Timon out on Sunday. If you guys are interested in taking home a little bit of a permanent celebration to your Javelina finish, he is tattooing people on site from 6 a.m. to 12 noon on Sunday. You can sign up for those tattoos at the Goo tent at the expo.
And that's going to be a real Javelin 100 tattoo.
It's a real Javelin 100 tattoo. He'll have a flash sheet of things that you can select from the race. And I'm actually the first one to go. So I'm getting inked for you guys.
So Goo will be on course at all aid stations to help fuel you guys around the loops.
Yep.
And what about Iced by Yeti?
Oh,
what is
man.
this?
Okay, so you guys got to check this out. I think they've already posted it on social, but it is, I think, a challenge where you get iced by Yeti. You get to say, whatever the Yeti gives you, and it's either a pair of Gooder glasses called Iced by Yeti or a Smirnoff Ice.
Great. Sounds like a good time. Speaking of Gooder, they have some treats and shenanigans out here. If you guys saw us about a few weeks ago, we had some limited edition Run It Like It's Hot Gooder themed glasses.
Yeah.
They also have their Halloween themed glasses that are dropping, I think this week. They're going to be out there as well, I do believe. Check them out on course and out there this weekend. And we will have some of these available, the Run It Like It's Hot, at the expo. So if you want to pick up one of these limited edition pairs, check them out there. Also, check out that new song that just dropped.
What?
Run It Like It's Hot.
Should it?
Love it. Kagala. Keep the party lit. These guys are out here. Check them out. This is probably one of the, I think, most innovative lights out on the market right now. If you guys are someone that struggles at night, looking at the Kagala lights, I've been using them for my 100-miler, 200-milers lately, and I think there's nothing quite like it out there.
I think a lot of people say it's pretty much a game changer as far as light goes and running at night.
We've got Nathan Sports for hydration, so please come check out their activation as well. They're new on board with us this year. They're super pumped and excited, so please check them out. Squirrel's Nut Butter, a long-standing sponsor of the event. Keep you lubed up out there on course. It's going to be really important with the temperatures that are out there and all the sweating that's going to be going on.
Yeah, we've got a full-on lube station, so...
And we also have Splat sunscreen. These guys are going to be back out there. Did you forget to bring your Splats maybe drink set up a little bit? Yeah, we got to get you taken care of, so please, please, please. Also, Run Steep, Get High. We've got their full store at the expo and at headquarters. We've got some brand new stuff in the fall line. Some designs I'm really stoked about, and it's going to be really great stuff just to get inspired and get out there. Cool. All right. Moving on from our sponsors, we are here in Race Week. Welcome. We've just got a couple days to go. I would imagine some of you are already en route here to Phoenix, and we are already en route as well. Yeah. So, little bit about the schedule. Friday, we have our expo from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. This is at La Puesta del Sol at Fort McDowell Adventures. This is not at the regional park.
Right.
It's about a 15-minute drive through Fountain Hills. This is a beautiful venue, and it's just a nice way to kind of relax and not have to worry about your tent and all this stuff.
Yeah.
That will all be happening Friday as well. But please come check it out. There's so many exciting things happening at the expo.
We have all of our sponsors that we just mentioned. They're out there. They're activating. They've got all kinds of stuff out there for you, for sure.
Yeah, so we've got bib pickup there, goodie bags, our full store. We've got Soul Sports, which is a local retailer. Hoka will be out there, all of our other vendors, and Freak Brothers Pizza. There will be serving lunch from 11 to 4, so check that out. We've also got the Hoppy Javelina IPA from Huss Brewing will be out there, available at the Cash Bar. That is launching Thursday night, but will be available Friday for you guys to check that out. And let's see, that... is that most of the expo right there?
That's
most information?
That's the expo. Oh, and we got a little sneak peek. Are you ready?
Sneak it.
Okay, so we're really, really excited. This year we got to partner with Hoka on a participant bag that's really special and custom made for you guys. It's on theme, and we were able to reach out to Boko and Hoka and Javelina. So we got this really, really special bag for you guys. And every single one of the 100-mile and 100K is going to take this home. Javelina, Hoka, Boko bag that is embroidered, and it is screen printed.
It's amazing.
All the beautiful, and then, like, surprise, surprise, we've got the Misfit Parade. And you guys are the Misfit Parade. So this is your theme for 2019. And we're bringing all of those details to you this year.
It's awesome. Yeah. I'm super pumped on that.
Like, you guys are going to love this. Cool.
Let's take a look at what other sneak peeks do we have. We have Jackass Goodie Bag as well. You want to show anything off there?
Yeah, sure.
So if you guys don't know what the Jackass Night Trail, I mean, you probably do at this point. It was new last year. We've got the new one loop night race. So that will be going off in 2 waves, 6 and 6:30. And it is just... the energy at that was unbelievable last year. I cannot wait for 5:30, 6 p.m. to roll around. That first sunset. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be awesome. And then, of course, you know, we make sure to outfit our jackasses. One of the best things is that I think a majority of the Jackass runners wore costumes.
Almost all of them last year.
Almost all of them last year. And it's so exciting to see everybody wear costumes and glow and get excited and bring that energy back to the course after everybody's already been on the course for at least 12 hours. So it's just an injection of energy, and that's what we want to do for you guys. So Jackasses, you guys also get like some fun things. And this year I've created a donkey corn, which is a donkey unicorn mix. Ish.
What?
I don't know. I'm making things up. But you get a little bag and your donkey corn, which is, please bring these to the rave, the start, and we're gonna play around. a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
And then look inside your bag. There's things that glow, things that can add to your costume. Please bring all of those to the start for your race.
Perfect. All right, let's talk about the bibs this year. Do you want to show those off, what the 100-mile, 100K bibs look like?
Yeah. So we've got 2 colors. 100 mile, you guys are going to get blue bib. 100K, you're going to get an orange bib. Okay. They are also in the design of this year's theme. Jackass runners, you guys get a super lovely hot pink bib. Yes, both wave 1 and 2. Please check your wave, by the way. It will be printed on your bib, and that is the wave that you guys get to start. We also have pacer bibs. Pacers.
Where can they get those?
Joining the 100 mile and 100K only. These can be checked out either at the expo or at our Pacer station, where you're going to sign a waiver, and it's going to be located at our Aravaipa Javelina store right there at the finish line. Okay, so that's where you get those.
And also keep an eye out. We will have safety patrol out there. So if you guys see one of these green bibs, that's what those are. They will be out there on the course. Just keep an eye out on people.
And they're there to help you, basically. So in the case that you see those guys and you need a little bit of extra water or a little bit of, pick me up or sunscreen, they're there. They're going to help you out.
Something else about the bibs is on the back, this is your timing chip. Now it will be covered by a piece of foam, so please don't bend or fold that area. That's right behind your number, so it shouldn't be that big of a problem.
And then one more thing, in the case that you guys are on course and you need a little bit of help or you find someone in need of a medical emergency, please call this number. It's on your bib. It is posted in the guide, online, and then also on your bib. Plug this into your phone in the case that someone needs help. Call this number, don't call 911.
Yeah, please don't call 911. Yeah. Please call our medical emergency number first. They will be able to...
They're first responders to you alone.
Assess the situation,
yeah.
and if they need to call in someone else, they will absolutely do that, but we want to go through them for all those emergency calls. Thank you.
Okay, so that's what you're going to pick up at the expo.
Wednesday night, we will be having a group run on site at Javelina headquarters. Please join us. It will be at 6 p.m., so it will be right at the start-finish line. We'll be heading out for a 3 to 6 mile run. We're going to do a potluck and drink a couple beers, kind of kick everything off.
Kick everything off, yeah. Thursday, this is something new that we're doing this year. We're doing an early bird check-in. That starts at 12 noon, and it is for campers only. So in the case that you have rented a tent or you have a camp permit and you want to set up your tent and you want a little bit of downtime, a little time to breathe, a little time to relax before all of this gets started, you have the option of checking in starting at noon on Thursday. I think they're going to be out there from noon to 8. You do have to pay for that $7 at the front entrance gate. But otherwise, you're going to see Happy Camper Mike for that permit extension, and then set up your tent or unpack and just kind of relax. Freak Brothers is also going to be out there. They're going to start cooking Thursday this year, I think right around noon.
We just asked no crew pop-up, so there's no early setup for those 10 by 10s.
It is campers only.
Claiming those spots, so that will still start Friday morning. We will be out there, and if anyone does set up a pop-up, we will be asking you to take it down, unfortunately, so please respect that.
Yeah.
Thank you. And that brings us to Friday. So Friday is the headquarters and camp check-in.
Yep. So everybody's going to receive a runner park pass. You can get this at the expo or in the morning if the first thing that you want to do is go to the park, set up your crew tent and get all of your tents situated. You're going to grab a teal runner park pass. This covers you for the entire weekend. It is one pass per runner. You're just going to tell the entrance gate your last name or first name, and they will give you this pass, and then you're good to go. You can also get this at the expo, either one. Okay, when you get into headquarters, you're going to see one of two people. You're going to find the party boat captain, Mr. Noah Doherty. He will direct RV, vehicle camping, and crew traffic. So if you were looking to set up a tent, pop-up. If you are looking to park your RV or vehicle camp, you're going to see Noah. Or you're going to go campers. If you have a tent to set up, if you rented a tent from us, you're going to go see Happy Camper Mike. Mike Santos will be out there. There's going to be a sign that says Tent City, and you're just going to go toward the tents. You can go directly over there, and he will get you all situated at Tent City.
Yep, and he will explain. Do you want to go over these now, or is he
can.
going to go over this more when in detail?
He'll go over it, but essentially, whatever kind of pass you purchased, they will be color coordinated. They will tell you exactly what you have, and he will tell you how to find these.
Yeah, so he's got it all dialed. He's been setting up all week, so
Yep.
Just go check out Happy Camper Mike.
Cool.
Friday night, Fright Night, presented by Hoka One One.
This is totally new this year. This is something really fun. We wanted to do something for families. We recognize that a lot of families come to Javelina, and maybe that we're not the most family friendly on Saturday evening when things get a little wild. So we wanted to do something for families and partnered with Hoka to bring you Friday night Fright Night, where it's a Javelina rated PG. So we're going to have music, we're going to have crew carving contest. That's where you carve your crew. I mean, carve your pumpkins. Or
No
carve your
carving
crew.
of the
Please don't
crews.
carve your crew.
Keep it PG.
We have a kids corner where we have little tattoos and stickers, and we also have tiny baby bibs. For our Javelina hopefuls. This is what we're calling the Kids Fun Run this year. And it is totally free. If you have kids, please bring them, grab a bib, color the bib, and join the kids for a quarter-mile dash. It starts at the Hoka Arch. We're going to dash all the way around a quarter mile to the finish. And just kind of celebrate with families. We've got Freak Brothers out there cooking. We've got Huss Brewing out there, a couple other vendors. And then Hoka is going to screen Coco with Coco. So come for movie night and celebrate being at Javelina.
Awesome. Talk about our beer partners. So Southwest.
Speaking of tiny baby javelinas, we've partnered with Southwest Wildlife Conservation Center for the last several years. They are a charity sponsor for our beer garden. Every beer that you buy, it's $5 for a beer, and every beer that you buy, their proceeds go to basically saving wildlife in the desert here in the Sonoran Desert. They do an absolute fantastic job with rescue and rehabilitation, and then a return to the wild. And they have a 90% turn rate. So we love partnering with Southwest, and we ask that, save an animal and drink a beer.
And their future home will be in McDowell Mountain Regional Park. They're going to be building their new facility there. Probably, I think it's like the 5-year plan right now.
Yeah, it's really, it's a
so
cool
the charity beer garden will be open Friday and Saturday as well?
Friday and Saturday. So it's going to kick off at the family night on Friday, and then all day Saturday, and then through the evening.
And we do ask you guys respect 8 p.m. quiet hours at headquarters,
on Friday.
So people can get at least a little rest before they run 100 plus miles.
Totally.
Well, not plus, but 100.
Yep.
Race day.
Race day.
Parking?
Yeah. We do this every year, and every year we try to remind you guys there's a lot of people coming, and we want you to arrive early. So just to kind of ease traffic, there's going to be about 800 100-miler runners coming in the morning. So parking and traffic, we will try to be as smooth as possible, but please arrive early to help us expedite the process. It is only in the competitive lot, so as you enter the park, there is no parking in headquarters. It is only in the competitive lot, and we will park you guys, and then you'll walk into headquarters the race morning.
And once that overflows, it'll be along the sides of the park road.
Yes.
We do ask, we will have quite a few parking attendants out there helping out race morning, but we ask that you please do park all the way off the road parallel park
Parallel
off the road
park.
so that your vehicle is not sticking into the road. We had an issue last year, and we will unfortunately have to tow vehicles if your vehicle is impeding the actual roadway.
Yeah.
So please be mindful of that as well.
No camping in the competitive lot. We do have camping and camp permits and vehicle camping and RV camping, all those things happening in headquarters. We ask that you respect the competitive lot and keep it only for parking, so please don't set up tents in the competitive lot. Bid pickup race morning starts at 5 a.m. In the case that you can't make it to the expo, you can pick up your bib and all of your registration things at 5 a.m.
Where will that be located race morning?
It's going to be right at the start finish line. We have our Aravaipa store, and you can pick up registration there.
And the other big question, where can they place drop bags?
Okay, so we have a very large yellow sign, 2 places. There's Jackass drop bags, big yellow sign that says Jackass drop bags. Please place your drop bags for Jackass under that sign.
So that's your remote aid station. That will be driven out to the far side of the loop.
Yep. Race morning, you may find a trailer there. Just plop them right in the trailer. If you guys have drop bags for headquarters, there will be 3 shade structures right by the main aid tent. It will say Javelina headquarters and drop bags. There's a massive space for you guys to place your drop bags there.
And you can place those there the night before as well at either location.
Yes, please.
Vendors on site race morning?
Yeah, so we understand it's a early morning, and we've got Gypsy Cup Coffee out at the main aid, or at the main location, and then Juicetown Jailhouse in the case that you want a little bit of pick-me-up right before your run. We also have the main aid station open to runners only. I know that Patty will have some bagels and some coffee in the morning as well. So.
All right, restrooms, both at JQ headquarters and also on course, what to expect?
Yep. So restrooms, you're gonna find a center location this year. Just a very large location of restrooms in the middle of headquarters. So anywhere that you're at, just head toward the center, you're gonna find restrooms. On course runners, you guys are gonna find restrooms at headquarters, at all of our aid stations, and then at the road crossing as well. So there you go.
All right, let's talk about the course a little bit. Which direction are we starting? Which way are we looping?
Okay, great. Well, you guys are doing 5 loops or 3 loops depending on your distance. We start clockwise toward Coyote. So in the morning, you guys are gonna go around headquarters, and then you're gonna to the left, and you're going to Coyote first, clockwise around to Jackass Junction, down to Rattlesnake. You're gonna first loop only do the Escondido, and then back to headquarters, and then you're gonna turn around and go back toward Rattlesnake. So we're gonna go clockwise and then counterclockwise, and we're gonna do a washing machine until you complete 5 or 3 loops.
So your first loop for both races is a little bit longer, so keep that in mind, and then all the rest of the loops are identical. It will be well signed, but keep an eye out for that, especially when you're heading on in your second loop. You'll be taking a little bit of a different way back, so keep an eye out for that.
Yep. Weather, always going to be warm.
Yeah, tonight's Tuesday, and I was just looking at it. It's looking like it's going to be in the low to mid 80s.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you guys coming in from out of state, that's going to be hot for you, most definitely.
Yep.
For those of you who maybe live in Phoenix, it sounds pretty
That's
nice
a really
right
nice
about
day.
now.
Yeah,
sure. So please, I think, we talk about this every year, but I would say use all of your hot weather tactics that you know about. Keep yourself iced down on your body. Keep yourself wet.
Yep.
We'll have plenty of water and ice out on course, so keep it flowing. Do all those important things.
Yeah, for sure. And then, we're running in the desert, and we talk about this every year as well. There is a massive temperature swing when the sun goes down. The desert ground does not hold heat, and as soon as the sun goes down, that warm weather turns really, really cold. And if you've been sweating and you've been keeping your skin moist all day, you're going to find that you're going to get chilly really fast. So our best advice is always to pack a layer in either one of your drop bags, and please put on that extra layer and or just dry clothes as the sun goes down, because you guys will get a little bit chilly out there.
All right, we're gonna go through a few race rules, just kind of run through so you guys know. No drones allowed in the park. That is park rules for all crew, spectators, and runners. And runners, you could be subject to disqualification, so please do not use drones. The only entity using drones would be us as the race organizers. So if you do see a drone, that's likely ours. It does not mean that you have permission to use them. They are not allowed in the park. Littering is strictly prohibited. This includes all of your organic waste, pretty much anything that we may bring into the park ourselves that is not nature. So please dispose of them at any of the trash receptacles. Please carry them with you.
Yeah. Carry your trash.
Don't dump them underneath a course marker sign or something like that.
This includes like banana peels and orange peels. They do not biodegrade like you would think, so please carry them and dispose of them accordingly.
This one's important. No pets allowed at Javelina headquarters. We love animals just as much as anyone.
For sure.
It's just not the place for them with that many people in this area. So we do ask to respect that. Although pets are normally allowed in the park itself, they're not welcome this weekend in headquarters, and we appreciate you respecting that. Any type of glass bottle or container is not allowed, so if you are going to bring some of your own beverages for the weekend, please bring them in cans. This is a closed course, so you must follow the course as marked and in the direction of the loop as laid out. So that would be clockwise, counterclockwise, and so on and so forth. So please pay attention to what loop you're on and which direction you're going. If you do have a question, I would say please ask someone, but also please think for yourself, because they may not understand exactly where you've been or where you're going.
Yep.
What I always tell myself on a washing machine course is if I came in from a loop, I'm going to head back out that same way. So if you came in from the Rattlesnake direction, you want to go back to Rattlesnake. Or if you came in from Coyote Camp direction, you want to go back to Coyote Camp. Hopefully that helps keep you a little bit straight. There is a short out and back section when you come into headquarters every time. So you're going to be coming through. For first time Javelina runners, it might seem slightly confusing your first lap, but just promise us, keep following the course around through the parking lot until you reach the start finish banner where you began the event, and it will all make sense.
Yep.
You will turn around at the banner after you cross the timing mats. Speaking of timing mats, we will have them at all aid stations. So make sure that you are, staying on course and going past those points as well.
Yep.
And we will be putting those online at ultracast.tv. You'll be able to pull up the results there. A couple more rules before we move on. Runners, please be respectful of all volunteers and park staff. Cutoffs will be enforced based on gun time. So 6 a.m. for 100-mile starters, or 6:10 for wave 2.
Right.
And 7 a.m. for 100K. And no times will be listed past the 30-hour cutoff from that gun start time. So either 6, 6:10, or 7. And buckle awards are based on chip time. Official finish is, we kind of just went over that. Talk about the waves real quick for the 100-mile. That's different than the night trail. So
that is.
Just touch on that.
For the night trail, the waves are assigned. For the 100-mile, the waves are self-policed. So this is your choice. So what we say is if you anticipate running 24 hours or less, start in wave 1. If you plan to finish beyond the 24-hour mark, start in wave 2. This is for your benefit only. There are a lot of people, and you guys hit a single track really quick. So just to kind of like spread that out just a little bit and get you guys kind of running smoothly right off the bat, we have those 2 waves, and it is your choice which wave you start. But that's kind of a
this worked out well last.
Rule of thumb, yeah.
It worked out really well last year. I think it split up pretty evenly.
Yeah.
If you're in this and you're gonna compete for the top spots, please be in wave 1. Absolutely. if you're here to enjoy it. And honestly, I heard from a lot of people, they started in wave 2 and they're running at the front of the pack and they're on their 24-hour pace, and it's just a lot less congested. So if you're not in a huge rush, you're still gonna have your full 30-hour times. We're gonna be base your start time on that 6:10. So you're not losing anything. You can even send people off, cheer them at 6, and then you can casually go up to your start line at 6:10. It really works out well. So please choose your own wave, and I think it should work out well.
Cool.
Trekking poles are not allowed except under special circumstances. So don't pounce on anyone if they have poles. They likely got permission to use them. Music headphones are allowed. We just ask you to please be mindful of that.
Be aware
as you're looping through the course. And runners, no running with pets, please.
We allow pacers, but they cannot be dogs. And this race, just a kind of an FYI, is rated R. There are shenanigans that happen at Javelina, and not all of them are PG. So, you've been warned. This is for all races. We understand that Javelina is a party, and we ask you to party responsibly.
Yes, thank you. We want you to have fun, but we also want you to be safe out there as well.
Yep. A little about the Jackass Night Trails. We kind of went over.
Yeah, so crewing. For those of you who are crewing, this is important. You can only crew at Javelina headquarters. Please do not go to any of the other aid stations. Those are not crew accessible. Please do not help your runner at any other aid station if you happen to go on a run or something. The crewing is only at headquarters. Pop-up crew zones. No camping in those areas. We'll have some people out there helping to differentiate.
Yes. So there are allocated zones for just crew pop-ups, and then also for setting up tents if you have a camp permit. Those will be marked out, but please don't set up a tent in a crew pop-up zone.
All right. Okay. And aid stations are for the runners only. You can assist. There is an area to assist your runner kind of within the aid station area. That's going to be marked out, but please if you're a crew, please don't eat from our aid stations. Those are for the runners. Thank you. Drop bags for 100 mile and 100K only, so no drop bags from our 31K one loop runners. And the drop bags are only at Javelina headquarters and Jackass Junction. So there's one at the start finish area that we will not be moving. And then there's one that will go to the remote station. If you are on your final loop out there at Jackass, there will be a large bin, and it's a drop bag return bin. So if you are completely done with your drop bag, on your last loop out, drop it in that bin, and the next vehicle that heads back to headquarters will place your drop bag. If you do not do that, your drop bag will come back at when Jackass closes, and that'll be sometimes Sunday morning. It might be noon when it arrives back there.
10 a.m. to noon.
10 a.m. to noon. So, we get that question a lot. If you want to guarantee that drop bag comes back, put it in that drop bag bin.
When you're done. Drop bags in the morning. Just please make sure, race morning, if you have not dropped a drop bag for Jackass Junction, make sure you get that there by 5:30 a.m.
5:30. That's new this year. It used to be 5:45. With the amount of bags we're getting, we need more time. So we're still letting you drop them off race morning. You don't have to check it in at the expo, but please, by 5:30, the trucks will roll out at 5:30.
And you can drop those bags the night before on Friday, right under that Jackass sign. Please drop them early if you can. Don't bring them to the expo.
And this goes for 100K as well?
It goes for 100K as well. So if 100K, you guys don't feel like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning just to drop a drop bag, make sure you do it on Friday.
Will they be able to drop their drop bags at the expo or only at headquarters?
Only at headquarters. Okay.
Yep.
Did it.
Yeah, we did all that.
Great. Did all of that. Pacer bibs.
Talked about that,
but we want to make sure that we go through a little bit of the pacer rules. Basically, rule of thumb for pacers. Sunset rule?
Yeah, that's what we say.
Great.
So After 3 loops or at sunset, whichever comes first. This is always a bit of a gray area, but it actually works out, I think, pretty well. So if it's close and the sun's about to dip, you can start. So it's that's the rule.
That's the rule. Sunset or after 3 loops, whichever is first.
Yeah. So basically, our faster runners will probably be after 3. But if you're more maybe mid back of the pack, it'll probably be after 2 loops. So if it's going to be dark, if it's dark, they can start with you.
Cool.
No muling for your pacers either. So you need to carry your own gear here at Javelina 100. And it says no aid. The pacers can have aid though.
The pacers can have aid, but they can't aid their runners.
Oh,
so doesn't make sense. Yeah.
So you cannot provide aid to your runner.
Right.
They need to be self-sufficient.
Can't carry extra water, that kind of thing.
Correct. No taking of their supplies or giving them of your supplies in between the aid stations. At the aid stations, of course, please help them fill their bottle.
Yes.
Please assist them. But when you head out on your way, you're just there for moral support, essentially.
Cool. And then we ask only 1 pacer at a time on course, and that means that pacers do have to complete the full 20-mile loop. We get that question quite a bit. So pacers cannot start and then stop at Jackass and then pick up another runner. There's only
the logistics.
Crewing, it does,
The logistics of that aren't really set up at this event. So we do ask that you do the full loop.
Yep. And then Pacer Central, just make sure that you pick up that Pacer bid before you start at the Aravaipa store.
Dropping from the race, we all know it happens. We hope it doesn't happen to you, but if it must happen, please do so at an aid station.
Yeah.
Please let them know that you are dropping from the race. Our ham radio operators would be the ones to tell. They typically have the yellow shirts on. Are they going to be yellow at this event?
They might have. I mean, you'll kind of
know who they are. I think at the aid station. So find ask for the ham radio operator. Say I'm dropping from the race. Make sure that they know. And a lot of times, if say it is at a remote aid station, and say you can't make it back under your own power by walking back, and you will need a ride, they're the ones that are helping to coordinate that.
Yep. So just make sure that you do tell either a captain or a radio ham operator if you're dropping, because if we don't know, then we start to worry and we call. Last lap bracelets. This is something that we do to celebrate you guys, and it also helps us know that then when you come in, that you are finishing the race. If you are on your last lap, make sure that you leave that start-finish line with a glow bracelet that says last lap. You guys have earned it, and it's just something for you to celebrate your last lap all the way around. Okay.
Buckles. We're on to our awards now.
Yay.
We don't have an example of our buckles right now. They're all packed
They're
already.
all packed away.
So there is a 100-mile buckle for sub 24 hours that is a bit larger. Mm-hmm. There's also a 100-mile buckle and a 100K buckle. Something very cool this year is we have a new custom 100-mile or a custom buckle holder that you can order.
Really
so
cool.
Check that out at the expo. Our new division, Aravaipa Artworks, is making these, and they will be made after the race, and they will be mailed out to you with your name, your finish time, and the year on it, and the date. So yeah,
cool.
Please check those out. Talk about our overall awards or any fun awards.
We do top 3 men and women in both the 100-mile and 100K, and then I'm also doing some Jackass awards this year. It's called the Jackass Court, so I'm going to crown the kings and queens of Jackass. There's your podiums. We also do some fun awards. This year we're doing Best Costume Podium. That means the top 3 men and women in costume get to take something a little bit away, and we get to celebrate you guys. I'm always amazed every year by the costumes that show up at Javelina, and most of the time I can't believe that you guys run in these incredible things. So yeah, it's just my celebration of you guys doing phenomenal, fun things at Javelina. So best costume podium this year. Then we also have the oldest and the youngest finisher. We have the first virgin, which is the first finisher of the 100-miler
at Javelina.
At Javelina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not your first 100 miler
Not
ever.
the first 100
Javelina
miler
100
at the it's your first Javelina fastest finish.
Yeah.
Makes sense. We have our Jerry K Founder Award, just kind of in honor of her and all of the guts and glory and shenanigans that she brought to Javelina. If you have a story, we want to hear it. So that's Jerry K. Best ass and dead last are pretty self-explanatory. There you go.
All right. We want to thank all of our volunteers for this event. It really couldn't be possible without all of them.
Yeah.
Also, thank you to our race director.
Hey.
Doing great.
Thank you, Jam. Yeah, we're doing great.
And also, once again, to all of our sponsors, Hoka One One, Rabbit, Goo, Gooder, Kagala, Nathan, Splat, Squirrels Nut Butter, Run Steep Get High, Freak Brothers, Fountain Hills Water and Ice.
Bringing you the ice. Yes.
Getting iced. And that wraps it up. I don't know how long that took, but we hope you stayed till the very end of this exciting show. And we'll see you soon, as early as noon Thursday with that camper check-in. And if not at the expo or race morning,
or even tomorrow at the group run.
Or at the group run. We're doing it at the group run. Yeah. So we wish you all safe travels. We hope to see you soon. And please
read your guide.
Yeah. This race is also part of the Ultra Trail World Tour. We don't want to miss on that. So it's the next stop on the UTWT, the only other race in the US besides Western States. We're really pumped for that and for all you guys. So we'll see you soon.